Hi, I'm Dr. B. Thanks for joining us today. Please click that subscribe and the notification bell if you'd like to get notifications of new content that we're putting out. Today we're going to talk about anxiety. What is anxiety? Anxiety is your body's natural response to stress. Worry are the thoughts that you think in your head when you're stressed, whereas anxiety is actually the feelings, your body's response to stress. Anxiety can come in lots of different forms and have tons of different symptoms as far as that goes. Anxiety can be extremely helpful. If you're anxious about a school assignment and that helps you to get your work done and submit things when they should be and actually complete tasks, anxiety can be helpful. There's an optimal level of anxiety that actually helps with performance. When we move past that optimal level of performance, that's when anxiety starts to become destructive. That's when it starts to tap into that older part of the brain where the amygdala is, and it can trigger that amygdala, which sends norepinephrine into the bloodstream, which changes into adrenaline and causes us to want to be in fight or flight. It pulls all that energy and that blood flow to the large muscle groups to be able to run away and fight, flight, or freeze. It also shuts down non-essential working parts of the body, like your digestive system. Hence, a lot of people who have anxiety challenges or perhaps a generalized anxiety disorder, even one of the other types of anxiety disorders, oftentimes experience things with their digestive system. They might have irritable bowel syndrome or Crohn's disease or a lot of other sorts of issues that they can really be related to that digestive system. Anxiety can cause lots of different stressors on the nervous system, and over time it weakens your immune system. With anxiety, we tend to constantly be in this state of hypervigilance. There's higher levels of cortisol in the body, and we don't operate as efficiently as we should. It can lead to chronic fatigue and a number of other issues just by experiencing anxiety on a day-to-day basis. A little bit of anxiety is good. It can help us get things done. A lot of anxiety can render us immobile and keep us from getting things accomplished. So what are the best ways to deal with anxiety? Well, one would be breathing. We talk about that in almost every video. Breathing patterns, a parasympathetic breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, so that there's an extended exhalation. Another is body positioning. Body positioning is crucial because that can help to get us into more of a parasympathetic state. So what I mean by body positioning is if I were to put a pole behind my back, I want it so that the center back, my occipital lobes, and my lower back all touch that pole. This can be easily done on the corner of a wall, so those points touch. And then my chin alignment to my chest, for me personally, it's about here. So oftentimes I have to adjust this for other people. That body alignment, that correct posture, actually helps to keep my body more regulated. It helps to push me into more of a parasympathetic state and can help to really kind of engage that nervous system in a more positive way. Some other ways to combat anxiety, the number one way actually, and this is credited to Dr. Kelly McGonigal in the Upside of Stress book, is through the practice of appreciation. You pair appreciation with peer connections and helping others. Those three things help to release serotonin, dopamine, and oxytocin into the bloodstream. What those do is they prime that prefrontal cortex of the brain, which is the area that we need to engage in order to learn. So those things really can kind of help to really kind of bolster us and get us ready for learning, and those other things. So if you're super stressed about going to take a test or an exam or something like that, think about some things that you appreciate. Let your partner nearby know what those things are and offer them a pen or a pencil or something like that to give them a little helping hand. Those simple things can help to combat anxiety. There's other sensory responses that we can do that will definitely help to aid us when we're feeling overly anxious. In addition to the breathing techniques, different visualization patterns, different sorts of self-care activities can be really helpful. If you're connected with warmth and things like that, try folding warm laundry or washing your hands. As we know, water is a natural regulator for most people. It could be also drinking water or doing something like that can really help to regulate that nervous system. Feeling as it comes on, when you start to breathe in a more shallow way, that's the indication that that anxiety is getting a little stressful. You might feel it in a stomach ache or a headache, in other somatic ways. Shoulder tension, cramping in certain muscles of the body, all those can be signs of anxiety. So using different techniques in order to help alleviate that. Heavy work is also excellent for that. Different proprioceptive activities, whether it's exercise or weight work or whatever it may be, can really help that realign that body, release those endorphins, and make it so that that anxiety impacts you in a positive way and not a negative way. So please join us for the next video on panic attacks if you want to get more into this content. Have a great day.